What is up, everybody? This is Chris, otherwise known as Music City Driver. Gonna do my Money Monday video for last week, which was, as everybody probably knows, Thanksgiving weekend, or Thanksgiving week and weekend. So, last week I didn't drive a whole lot. Honestly, I have to look back at my stuff, actually my Uber and stuff like that, just to see what I did when I worked. I know I worked Wednesday evening, excuse me, and then I didn't work Thursday, which was Turkey Day, of course. And I did not work, or I did work on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and then I did work on Saturday. Saturday was completely dead. So last week, as you can see, actually I did work more than I thought I did. Actually, I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. As you can see, Wednesday was so-so. Friday was phenomenal for me, and I don't know why, because a lot of people complained Friday on the Facebook groups I'm part of that they were dead all night. They were dead. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm like, dude, I'm rolling like, I'm sorry, I don't even have time to talk to you on Facebook right now because I am rolling so much. So, as you can see, Friday was my biggest day. I did right at $200 just on Uber. I also did some on Lyft as well. And that was actually only during a period of like, and I got some cash tips, by the way, which I don't get a lot anymore. So I got $15 in cash or in tips just on the Uber app, just on Friday. And honestly, I believe if you look at these results, you will see that 90% of my rides, maybe not 90%, were XL or Select. Friday I started out with Select. There was a couple people going to like this big debutante ball thing here at the Lowe's Vanderbilt Hotel in Nashville. Really swanky affair. Dropped off a couple of Selects there. As you can see, one of them gave me a $5 tip. It was an $11 ride. They were both from around the same area, which is the Belmead area. Pretty ritzy part of Nashville. And I dropped them off, as I said, at the Lowe's Vanderbilt. You can see I had a pretty good Uber XL ride right here. That was from downtown all the way out to Music Valley Drive. Pretty good little distance there. 23 minutes, 15 miles. $30.63 total because I got a $3 tip. So that's pretty helpful. Like I said, a lot of these are because, and as I always try to make a disclaimer, because Striker X, I believe it was, had told me that, I need to make it clear that people may not be able to make this much money because I do XL and Select on Uber and Plus on Lyft. So those rides give me substantially more money. So as you can see, like I said, just for Uber was $199.62. That includes $15 in tips. And actually I did over 200 because I believe on that day was the day that I got a lot of cash tips. I think I got like $18 in cash that day. So I did $33 in tips just with Uber electronic tips and cash tips combined. So if we go back and look at Lyft for the same day, I'm pretty sure I did pretty well there. It seems like people that had Plus or XL vehicles that day were doing really well. It seemed like people were moving around a lot in groups for some weird reason on Friday. I don't know why, but I will take it. So, sorry, that was my old, looks like I got a residual tip, I guess you could call it. I always call them residuals when they come after I've already cashed out and everything. They come over the next day, like a $2 tip or something like that. I always do that, so that's what I call them. Why is this not coming up? Okay, hopefully this will. Sorry, taking some time to load up. I don't know why it's taking so long for that dashboard to pop up on Lyft, but it's usually pretty instantaneous. So anyway, I hope you guys had a good week last week. I had a decent Thanksgiving, pretty good. So I'm up to 930 rides on Lyft with a 5-star rating. As you can see, this week I have not done any rides as of yesterday and whatever. So let's go back to my driving history there. So last week was, I will say, was like dead for Lyft. The previous week I did 53 rides. I think I did work a lot more hours. I only worked about 30 something hours this week, 32 or 33. And as a result, I ended up making about 800 with tips, with the cash tips that I got, which is about 30 something dollars total. I probably made right at $800 or something like that, which is not bad for 30 something hours. But as you can see, keep in mind here, 21 rides. This was over the entire week, which is actually pretty bad. I only got $21 in tips. I got $10 in cancellation earnings. And by the way, I've got a weird story to tell you guys about Uber, by the way. One of the weirdest things that has ever happened to me as a driver, and I had several long trip notifications, and the weird thing was one of them. Actually, there's two weird things. One of them was I got a call from Auburn, Alabama, which is a long way from Nashville. Because it came up as a long trip. I accepted it, and it was showing it was somewhere random on the interstate. And I'm like, what the hell? So I call, and I noticed that it said a 256 area code number when I called, like when you call through the Uber app, and it went to voicemail. And she starts talking to me. She's like, I'm at Big Daddy's or something. I'm like, what is Big Daddy's? And I'll start searching. I'm like, wait a minute. There's no Big Daddy's down here. I said, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Where are you? And she's like, oh, I'm in Auburn, Alabama. I was like, oh, well, that would be the problem. I cannot help you. So I didn't actually get a cancellation fee on that. I probably could have if I'd really pushed the issue, but I didn't. I couldn't really sit on the side of the interstate to wait for my 5 minutes or up, because it was literally on the side of the interstate. I would have had to pull over on the side of the interstate, which is not always safe, and sit there for 5 minutes. I didn't feel like doing that for $5. So anyway, as you can see, Friday, which was my biggest day on Uber, was probably also my biggest day on Lyft as well. As you can see, I only did 7 rides all night on Lyft. $10 in tips, $108.24 in ride payments. I do have a driver referral. I've only had one driver referral, an effective one, a successful one on Lyft or Uber all this time. That is now. So that is going to be that for $112.55 for that total for the day. So as you can see, I did over $300 just on Friday. And as you can see, a lot of these are plus rides. There's one plus ride, two plus rides, regular $3 ride, plus ride, and then there's a regular Lyft cancel, which the reason it was a cancel was because, if I recall correctly, that was one where the lady put in her address as the pickup spot and the destination. Because when I got there and arrived, I was like, there doesn't look like there's anybody home here. And then I looked at the, how you can see the destination after you accept the ride and after you arrive on Lyft, and it said it was the same address where I am. So I'm like, okay. And I tried to call, it went straight to voicemail. I was like, okay, well, this is not going to work. So I sat there for 5 minutes, collected my $5, and drove off. And then I got a ping from her again, the exact same lady, at the same address. And I'm like, I could have probably gotten another $5 tip. But as you can see, I got back into town about 30 minutes later, got another plus ride that was probably better than what I would have gotten for the Lyft ride. So she was obviously very intoxicated probably and did not know how to work the Lyft app, one of the two. So that was a good day. Friday was a really, really busy day. Saturday was abysmal. Saturday was horrible. I made maybe $200 after a full 12 hours of working, which is pathetic, really, for me. I usually do at least 200, easily do at least 200. And like I said, because the Plus and Excel and Select help substantially with that. So, this looks like about it, guys. I'm going to share the weird stories with you. You know what? I might do a different video on that. I think I will do a different video on that, because over the weekend I got several long trip notifications, at least 3 on Uber. None of which panned out. And I got a long trip notification on Lyft as well, which is new. But they canceled on me, unfortunately. They like requested it. I was almost to them, and then they canceled. And it was before 2 minutes were up, so I didn't get a cancellation fee. So as you can see, $112.55. That was the day for the week for Lyft. I made $301.98. And like I said, $33 in tips, roughly cash tips. You're looking at $335, $334.98. And then as we saw on Uber, that day was $199.62, but the entire week was $545.23. It's pretty good. $545.23 plus $301.98. That's what? $846, actually $847.21 plus the $33 in cash tips that I received. Actually, wait a minute. I think I got $53 in cash tips. Yeah. Sorry, I got $53 in cash tips. Sorry about that. So you're looking at, my math is not working this morning. It's almost $900. Not too shabby, but the number of hours I worked was not bad at all, honestly. The longest I worked, I mean, it's showing on the Uber app 40 hours and 25 minutes, which is probably closer than 30 something I said earlier because Lyft was so dead. So it was weird. There was almost no surges. I think there's just too many drivers from out of town, too many drivers from Memphis, especially, too many drivers from Knoxville, too many drivers from Chattanooga. Everybody's flooding the Nashville market because they've heard it's really good to drive here. And as a result, they're screwing themselves and the people who live here. Really a pet peeve of mine. They've had to put signs up in the airport parking lot saying you can't sleep here, you can't spend the night in your car. You have to, if you're in this lot, in the rideshare parking lot at the airport, you have to be active and online and looking for a ride. You can't be sleeping and eating and all that crazy stuff there. Because people were putting and they actually had to put on the sign not to put tables and chairs out. Who the hell brings a table and chairs with them to go driving for Uber or Lyft? What is wrong with these people? Anyway, so if you're one of those people that drives from 300 miles away, spends the night in your car, takes a shower in the bathroom at the gas station, tells your passengers about it, and sits in the rideshare parking lot to sleep, then you may want to reconsider what you're doing. Anyway, that's it, guys. Peace out. I'm hoping this next week will be a lot better for my sake as well as the other drivers here in Nashville. People, if you're from Knoxville or Memphis, just go home. It's getting slow and it's ridiculous. You're making it hard on yourselves and everyone else. I don't see how you can make any money driving from 300 miles away and staying in town. I don't understand how you can do it. Maybe you're just a badass and I'm not. I don't know. But anyway, you guys have a great day. It's nice and sunny here, but it's cold. Hope you guys have a great one. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Better than some of the people I had, hopefully. And I will talk to you guys later.